Hey guys, it's day 34 of the New Testament in 90 days. Today we're looking at Acts chapters 10 through 12. In this section, there are two men that find themselves being worshipped by someone else, and one of these stories ends well and the other one ends in death. And so I think there's a really good lesson in here for all of us. I want to share those with you today. The first one is Peter. So Peter goes to a man's house named Cornelius, and it says that as Peter entered his home, Cornelius fell at his feet and worshipped him. But Peter pulled him up and said, "Stand up. I'm a human being just like you." So Peter's response is appropriate. He's like, "No, I'm just a man. We're not going to worship me. That worship is meant for one person, and that's God, and I'm not him. So get up and quit making a fool of yourself," right? Okay, so that's the first story. The second story is King Herod. He goes in front of a crowd and gives a speech. And the response of the people is this. It says, "The people gave him a great ovation, shouting, 'It's the voice of a God, not of a man.'" And Herod does not have the same response as Peter. Okay, it says this, instantly an angel of the Lord struck Herod with a sickness because he accepted the people's worship instead of giving the glory to God. So he was consumed with worms and died. Okay, so here's the lesson. People don't deserve our worship. That's meant for one person and one person only. And we as people don't deserve other people's worship or praise. That is meant for one person and one person only. And we have this tendency, whether we're Christians or non-Christians, okay, we all have this tendency to worship people. We could, you see it in maybe at concerts. So, musicians like Michael Jackson, Elvis, Taylor Swift, you see these videos of people that are weeping and trying to touch them and rushing the stage and all these things because they are worshiping these people. They're idolizing people. And Christians can do it too, right? We listen to a preacher and they're the best. And so, we have a tendency to worship preachers because they look cool, their churches are big, they sound good, they tell us what we want to hear. Maybe even if they're telling the truth, it's like we put them up on a pedestal that they don't deserve to be on. If you have this tendency and you are a Christian, here's one recommendation I would have. When you sit in a sermon or you listen to someone online, instead of saying, "What does this person have to say to me?" pray, "God, what do you have to say to me through this person?" Okay. If you hear a great message, then you say, "God, thank you for that message that you spoke to me through that person." Don't worship the person, no matter how good their words sound, no matter how great of achievements that they have, things like that. Don't worship the person. Worship God who gave them the gift. Worship God who spoke to you through them. I think that is the lesson that, at least for me, that is my takeaway from Acts 10 through 12. When I have started doing this, I can listen to a preacher that I maybe don't like that much, but if I'm saying, "God, what do you have to say to me through this person?" all of a sudden I get a lesson. So I would recommend that. That's my takeaway from Acts 10 through 12. If you have anything that you would like to talk about because of what I shared, I would love that. So you can shoot me a message, leave a comment below. And if I don't hear from you today, I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.